Scoop on the Road recruiting coverage is brought to you by our friends at Steamboat Dry Goods. Get all of your outdoor and travel needs at steamboatdrygoods.com. Use code ROADTRIP to get 20% off an order of $25 or more now. Link in the description box.
All right, BuckeyesScoop.com here at a very familiar place to me over the years, Trinity Christian here in Jacksonville. Here with Treyaun Webb, a 2023 athlete. One of the most highly recruited rising juniors in the country. Treyaun, first of all, just got done with some conditioning with spring practice. How's spring football going for you, and how nice is it to kind of be out here and have a normal spring?
Oh, it's pretty good. I really just been working on stuff I need to work on, get my body back healthy, on my team, getting back together because we lost a lot. So we're just trying to get back right, putting in work.
You know, you're going to have a very busy June coming up. We'll kind of get right into that. You're visiting Ohio State. When is that visit, and kind of what are you looking forward to about that, and why is Ohio State getting one of these coveted unofficial visits you're making in June?
I visit the 8th and the 9th. I'm going to go up there, see the campus, how I feel about the campus, get familiar with the campus, hang out with Coach Alford, Tyreek, Marcus, hang out with them, see how they feel. They would take me around. I'm just going to probably just get to know the campus, Coach Alford. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Now, obviously, there's a very strong connection between Ohio State and Trinity Christian. There are two players who are going to be on the roster this fall. They just graduated, Treyaun Wade. What do you know, I guess, about that connection? Or are you close with those guys? And just, you know, is that something that maybe helps Ohio State for you, knowing that there's some familiarity there?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, Coach Alford, he's familiar with my coach, Berlin. So, you know, we just getting back that connection. Like I said, he been recruiting me since 8th grade when he came start recruiting Marcus. So he's just been like knowing me since then. You know what I'm saying? He came in, I was like a little 13-year-old, said he's gonna recruit me. And he never broke his promise, you know what I'm saying? So I just love Coach Alford. He's a great dude, down to earth, talks to my parents all the time. He's a great dude, so yeah.
Now, that's not the only visit you got in June. Tell us some of the other places you're going in June.
Clemson, visiting that June 5th. I got Florida June 1st. Oklahoma 18th and 19th. Georgia 15th. So I'm very busy. Probably gonna get more in there as time go on, but those schools really set in. So yeah.
Now, are you doing this to come to a decision, or are you doing this to maybe help you narrow your list, or kind of, you know, what's your mindset going into these visits in terms of where your timeline is right now?
My mindset really is like kind of how I put it. Narrow my choices down. Like I said, I want to get all this over by my senior year. But I'm just taking it by day by day. I have a real timeline. I'm really focusing on trying to visit these schools and then have like a top school list going to my senior year, and then send my officials to them top schools and hopefully make a choice by then. So yeah.
So you're a ways off probably from a decision. You're just kind of getting that initial, you know, research and look at these schools for now. Is that kind of fair to say at this point?
Yeah, I'm just getting my research, looking at schools up, talking to the coaches, asking the former teammates. You know, just basically get all the advice I can. Make my choice.
You did make an early commitment to Georgia, which you backed off of in January, but it sounds like Georgia's still in the mix. How's the relationship there? And, you know, just kind of discuss kind of what's going on with Georgia and why they're still in there for you.
Coach McGee, Coach Harley, they recruit me since like the 7th grade, especially Coach Harley. He's like a father figure in my life. Coach McGee is too, so I'm just like, I just take advice from them. They treat me as though they're their own, so I just love them. My parents love them, my family love them. I'm just making sure I'm making the right choice for my family, my future, so yeah.
Clemson's another school that seems to have your attention so far. What are you looking forward to about Clemson? I mean, have you been there before? I mean, probably not. There hasn't been a lot of time for visits, but so you didn't get there early. You know, what are you looking forward to about that, and what do you like about Clemson?
One of my former teammates, Fred Davis, is up there right now. I talked to Coach Spiller. He's one of the best running backs that come from college football, so he's been in my shoes before, so he kind of relates to me more. He just told me what it is from the get-go. We're just building that connection right now.
And then Oklahoma is another school that you've seemed to be liking a lot right now. Obviously, a great offensive system there. What have you learned about them, and kind of what has attracted you about Oklahoma?
They've been very consistent recruiting me. Like I said, they made me a top priority. Talk to my parents. I keep in contact on a day-to-day basis. Coach Riley, Coach Murray, Senator Marco, he's been in my shoes before. He can relate to me. Like I said, he's probably one of the greats, probably be a Hall of Famer one day. So it's good learning from him, stuff like that.
There's one school you didn't mention for a visit, but that we know is involved with you, and I think everyone is excited when they get this attention, and that is Stanford.
Yeah.
You know, that obviously you're taking care of your academics, or Stanford wouldn't be recruiting you. What appeals to you about Stanford, and I guess what is that like being recruited by them in terms of your academics?
The academics. I know they can put me in the best position possible to succeed in life. So I'm very realistic. I know football not gonna last forever, so I wanted to be able to be financially taken care of after football. And Stanford can definitely do that for me. I'm very honored for that kind of recognition from them.
Now you're playing a lot of running back. You've got a lot of different things you can do on the field. Where are schools telling you they'd like to play you? Or different schools saying different positions? And kind of, you know, how is that going right now in terms of where schools are recruiting you to project to the next level?
Some schools, they projected me like a safety, one of those big safeties that can cover the field, athletic. Some schools like me a running back and I like the ball in my hands. You know what I'm saying? I can play anything, so I ain't really worried. I probably college will probably choose one position because of how my body feels out. But right now I'm just playing football.
Do you think about that in terms of your college decision, what position you're going to play, or do you not worry so much about where schools are recruiting you? How much of a role does that play?
I don't really care where they recruit me because like I can play anything. I play football. I'm a football player, so I just don't really care about that.